Cork, please welcome Brian the Joker Manning! Cork, it's time to see the war you've been waiting for. This is your main event of the evening, taking place over 3 rounds in the elite middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ele representa em our Academy Portugal com 2 vitórias e 2 derrotas, apresentando Tomas Figueira. Standing across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing MMA Cork, and bringing into this cage a record of 5 wins and 4 defeats. Cork, give it up for Brian the Joker Manning! Your referee when the action begins, Mr. Deck Larkin.
Brian Manning versus Tomas Figueira. I cannot wait for this main event. It is electric in here right now.
What a main event. Brian Manning loving the pop from the Cork crowd, playing up to them at every beat.
What a walkout.
And he is doing what he does best. He is bringing the heat to his opponent, Tomas Figueira. Takes the leg out from underneath, but Figueira based. Postures up. He's locked around the neck here of Manning, but more in a delaying survival position. He's framing away now, using the whizzer and using the frame to try and create some space. Manning's got the 2 hands underneath, digs the head underneath the jawline too.
Yeah, good head position here from Brian Manning.
Brian Manning is a fighter that is really growing in confidence, has won 4 of his last 5 fights after a difficult opening to his amateur career a couple of years back. 3-fight win streak at the moment, and wins over the likes of Jess Paulo, Senan Coakley, Sean Kelly. Some real handful type opponents.
And Tomas also has a win over Sean Kelly.
He does. He got a bronze medal as well, beating Sean at the IMAFs in Serbia recently. And he's also fought since. He's coming off a win in his native Portugal just last month. Won by first round arm triangle in that last fight. Brian Manning is a fighter who is suited to these smaller cages at this level. He's so good at pressing guys to the fence and getting them to the floor and raining down some ground and pound. He is a real pressure fighter, and he's bringing the heat to Figueira here.
Yeah, Tomas is searching for that neck. He keeps threatening the neck.
Big shots on the break, both fighters swinging wild. Manning's last performance against Jess Paulo, in my eyes, was his best to date. His boxing in particular looked very crisp and tidy.
Tomas got Manning biting on the fence there and shot him for the double leg.
He's doing to Manning what Manning wants to be doing to him. He's the one applying the pressure now.
Yeah.
Manning looking for that reversal and gets it.
Beautiful work from Brian Manning. Manning relentless here at the end of round 1.
Home stretch here on the first round. You can see Figueira's fished for the neck quite a few times.
It is tense inside here right now. Both fighters look calm in between rounds, taking information off their corners.
Yeah, it wasn't the craziest first round you'll ever see, so neither fighter overly gambled on any big attempts. They looked to pressure each other, but didn't really commit to anything too decisive. Both looking fresh. Referee Deck Larkin clears the cage. We are ready for round number 2 here. The atmosphere is hotting up.
Yeah, I think some straight shots down the middle for Brian Manning will suit him the world of good.
Dip uppercut. Excellent by Figueira.
Yeah. Figueira shoots in and gets the takedown.
And gets it.
This is where Tomas wants to fight. On the ground, make no mistake. Looking for that arm triangle. Need to get off to the other side.
As I said, he got one of these in his last fight just a few weeks ago, so it's a submission he knows well. Manning trying to wrestle up and does so.
Beautiful work from Brian Manning. Reverses the position. It is crazy in here right now. Whoa.
The atmosphere blew up just as Manning hit a takedown. I can only imagine what it's going to be like if he knocks this guy out.
Yeah, Manning didn't stay on his back for long. Reversed the position straight away almost.
Figueira, certainly an accomplished grappler.
Yeah,
not having any of it.
This is what I like to see from Manning.
This relentless pressure against the fence. This is his bread and butter. Arm around the neck by Figueira, but nothing doing there. No dice at all. Manning swims back into that open guard position.
Yeah, Brian Manning's taking over here now in round 2. Like seeing posture up and land some big ground and pound. Tomas is dangerous off his back though.
He's looking for that rubber guard position. He's climbing up. More of a stalling position sometimes in mixed martial arts.
Looked like an up kick to a grounded opponent.
Manning reacted well. He dived in there. There was a threat of a triangle and he just postured and then pummeled his second arm back inside. Good reactions.
Yeah.
Figueira swimming for the arm bar. Now he's looking for that angle. And the elbow peels out by Manning.
Beautiful walk from Manning. Big hammer fist. He has to watch the up kicks.
Figueira called back to his feet.
Figueira's looking tired here in round 2. Manning needs to watch that neck. 10 seconds.
It's been an entertaining second round. Plenty of action. Manning bringing the pace that he always brings. Figueira, a will and dance partner. Not taking anything lying down, but there's 2 rounds in the books.
Few deep breaths from both men in between rounds here now. Brian Manning really started to take over there though in round 2.
One final round now of what has been an action-packed evening here in Cork. All of the big Cork clubs strongly represented on this card. Samson Martial Arts, SBG Cork, and most of all MMA Cork, who've brought a strong contingent into the fray tonight. And Brian Manning, the final one of those guys, in the thick of the action here tonight, as he loves to be. His 10th amateur fight, the busy couple of years. Looking to sign off. He fights once more this month. He's got a big fight against Team Rhino's Graham Sheehan on the horizon at the end of this month.
And the people of Cork are loving this event so far. It's electric in here.
He'll be hoping to end with a bang here. If he can get a finish here, the place
will
be on wheels. Figueira chasing the takedown. It's Figueira bringing the pressure again at the start of this round.
Figueira looking for a single leg. Manning defending well.
Figueira using that wizard position to keep Manning here, and shots and then framing, but Manning frees himself.
Manning's backing him up to the cage. Big right hand from Brian Manning. And shoots in again and gets it. Beautiful entrance from Brian Manning.
He timed it so well off the knee of Figueira. Gave him the window to throw that knee and then just took the legs out from underneath as he was off balance. Timing is everything in this sport.
Very important takedown in round 3. This could decide the fight.
Figueira again thinking arm lock, trying to create that angle, but Manning wide to it. So difficult to catch those under the lights, in the heat, later in a fight.
Manning's looking to land some damage here in round 3.
Again, very alert, good awareness, swims the 2 arms back inside when the threat is there from the open guard.
There it is again. He's
Peels
out.
the elbow out. And
Heavy
uses
shots.
the free hands that drop bombs on Figueira. Figueira showing no intent on getting up. He just wants to chase submissions. He knows he needs a finish.
Yeah, Manning's going to invite him back up to the feet.
Beckons him back to the feet.
Oh, Manning's going to look to put it on him here.
Expect another takedown attempt from Manning.
Figueira.
Loves to use the wrestling against the fence, changes levels. Sucks the legs out from underneath Figueira.
Beautiful. Some beautiful grappling we're seeing right here.
Good scramble by Figueira. He's now in that 50-50 position. Can he expose the heel of Manning, who's doing a good job of triangling the legs?
Yeah, Manning needs to be careful
Leave
here.
attempt, but Manning is just about
10
free.
second.
Good awareness again by Manning to swim. Figueira fishing for an ankle. Wants a heel hook, a straight ankle.
And that is it.
Woo!
What a fight.
3 rounds into the book. The crowd are loving the action here. Brian Manning and Tomas Figueira brought the heat. What a main event.
Great fight. Two absolute savages. That was high level stuff in the grappling department.
Cork, what about that for a main event? Give it up for these 2 fighters! After 3 rounds, we go to your judges' scorecards for decision. Judge number 1 scores this bout, 30-27 Manning. Judge number 2 scores this bout, 29-28 Figueira. And judge number 3 scores this bout, 30-27 for your winner. By split decision, Brian!